Stephen, we're sitting here delighted. We're announcing a new deal for you for a year's extension in your contract. How important was it finishing last season off, getting some games under your belt, having been frustrated at the start of the season with injury, to be continuing on your playing career?
Oh, definitely. I was very keen to continue my playing career, but listen, there was loads of questions for me. Can I still play at this level? I know I'm 36 years old, and when you get a wee bit older, everyone always asks you, when are you going to hang up the boots, basically. But listen, I still feel like I've got a lot to offer, but the best way to prove that is on the pitch, and that's where you want to do your talking. So the best feeling of football, I think, is proving people wrong, and hopefully I can continue to do that. Not that I'm trying to prove Owen wrong or anyone at Coleraine, it's just trying to ensure that, to show everyone that I can still do it at this level, which I'm fully confident I can. And this season I'm probably going to be doing a bit more coaching as well, which is a good opportunity for me, and Owen's offered me the opportunity to see kind of that side of things as well. When you get an injury, you just work your hardest to come back from it. And yes, these questions are always asked in the background, but from my point of view, it's very difficult. It was a very difficult time because I was a bit older in my career, plus I picked up 3 serious injuries, and I'd never really had that in my career. But from my point of view, I don't want to go out like that. I want to go out on a high. I want to, if my body was telling me now that I couldn't really do it anymore, yes, obviously I would have to accept that. But no, I feel like I'm in a good place, just mentally and physically. To be honest with you, I feel good, and I feel like I can still offer to the team. Listen, I'm not going to play 45 games next season, but hopefully my experience and my ability can still get me a place in the team when I'm fully fit.
Been well aware that Stevie, whenever he finishes playing, will move that direction. He's a student of the game, always has been, and there's certain players you see that in from an early stage, and Stevie was definitely one of them. He's the first part of his A licence completed already, and he's still playing. So I think he was very disappointed, like we all were, through no fault of his own, of what happened last season. I think all the seasons up until that point had been so consistent and so injury free that he picked up all his injuries in one season, and I think a couple of them very freakish as well. So he doesn't want to finish his career, and I understand that, on that note, and is working tremendously hard to get himself back into really good shape, to try and hit the ground running and try and have a big impact on this. We used the opportunity when Paul left and Stevie was injured to get him out there and to get him taking quite a few of the sessions or parts of sessions, and he thrived in that scenario, and you can see that there's qualities there where he has developed and will quickly develop even more into a really good coach. I have to be appreciative of his short-term needs from a footballing point of view, and I'm more than happy to do that. And hopefully this season will look like maybe 80% playing, 20% dipping in and out of bits and pieces of coaching and input. But whenever Stevie sees fit to hang up those boots, I want that role to continue straight into a full-time coach with us, because I do believe he's got all the qualities to really kick on and be an asset for us.
I'm delighted Orange kind of offered me that role, and for me, I probably see myself in that really longer term, and it's great to have that opportunity. But listen, I still need to improve and get better at that. Going back to last year, it was a great experience. Yes, a wee bit daunting first session in front of your peers, but jumped in. To be fair, the lads were supportive, and they were a joy to work with, really. So for me, I've just done my A licence part 1, so I feel like I'm in a good place that way. I've still got loads of learning to do, and I'm still relatively young and inexperienced, so there's no better place to learn than with Owen, and then the coaching staff here. I've had a long playing career under Owen and other good managers, which will stand me in good stead, and I feel like I've learnt a lot off them. But now, listen, it's time for me to kind of apply the coaching side of the game and all the knowledge I have as a player. And I'm sure the players, like at the end of the day, as a player, I feel like I know what players want, because I know what I like to do whenever I train. So hopefully I can pass that on to them and contribute a bit from that side of things for Owen. I personally like Owen's style, not only a style of management, a style of coaching and the way he likes to get things done. There's no, when you come to training, you know what you're going to do. Everything's really regimented, but it's with a purpose as well. So, and I'm sure as I move along now, I'll kind of know what way I want to play, and hopefully I can give my ideas to Owen and know we can all learn together, really.
I think it's really important, and I'm the first to know that, you know, even in a school scenario, that the same voice over and over again can be hard. And I think I'm quite fussy with things where if I'm not happy with the level of training, I'll automatically step in, and it's something probably that I have to get better at. But with that as well, and we say it on the pitch, but to me it's no different off the pitch, and we've always strived for it, that we've got to raise the bar off the pitch as well. And things like, I don't want the same warm-up, I don't want the same drills, I don't want repetition at any stage, and you want players arriving here possibly unknown about what the session lies ahead, but you want them to learn something, you also want them to enjoy themselves, and you also want them to be absolutely ready for Saturday. And I think, you know, Stevie has shown in a short time, when he was able to get 6 or 8 weeks at it there, that his research was really good. He came methodical and prepared, and as you say, you know, it allowed me to step off it a little bit and him to gain that trust where he had a brilliant way with them, and you know, the players responded to it. And I think you're looking for every inch, every percentage that you can gain at this point in time, and again, that'll be a huge part of it. So, you know, for Stevie, he's had a glittering career, and I don't think it's quite over yet, and hopefully there'll be a real good swan song with it for as long as he chooses. But beyond that, you know, I want to utilise and start to put work into the makings of a really good coach.
The standards of Coleraine have always been very high, and that's, you know, I'm not saying the standards were low when I joined the club 8-10 years ago, but just, you know, we've driven that, like Owen's driven them standards up to a level now where, you know, we expect to be challenging for things, and albeit that's been more difficult with, you know, the full-time teams and stuff. But I think it is really important to keep the standards high. And you're right, I have seen all aspects of Coleraine. I've been here at the very start when we were 6th, 7th, and now, you know, consistently. But then we've got to that stage where we're fighting for first for a few seasons there, and albeit last season we probably had a more difficult year. So from our point of view now, we definitely want to, we're not content with finishing there. We want to push ourselves up the league, but I mean the standards of the club are really high. Everything, the boarding and off the pitch, the facilities are improving, and to be fair, I think we have a really good squad and we have a very good opportunity to push on. So no, I think it's exciting what the future holds for Coleraine.
You know, this is probably your, how many pre-season? We're in the,
I'd say 15, 16, maybe a lot more. Maybe, I'm not sure. Well, I have 18. I probably started playing senior football, so it's 36 now, Dave. So don't make me feel old here. But 17th, 18th pre-season, which is scary.
But for you, how excited are you? You know, I'm sure there's been pre-seasons in the past.
Listen, really excited, and the conversations I've had with Owen so far is that, you know, I'm very much focused on being a player for Coleraine next season, and the coaching role will look after itself, depending on, you know, how I'm feeling and stuff. But I definitely want to push myself on to be a player next season, and focused on being the best midfielder at Coleraine. That's my aim for next season. And you know, if anyone wants to put it up to me, and I welcome a challenge, and that's just the way I feel everyone should be like a Coleraine. So that's where my head's at. Listen, when I go back, I'm sure all the boys have been working hard in pre-season, and I'll be last in the runs as usual. So, but I was never quick enough, Dave, so it doesn't matter. So listen, we're all buzzing to get back. We've had a good break. To be fair, we've had 4 or 5 weeks off, and we'll all look forward to coming back. And as you say, 17 to 18 pre-season. But you know, listen, you look forward to it, because especially the way we do it at Coleraine here. There's never a slogging session. Yes, there'll be hard work, but there'll be a lot of ball involved. You know, a lot of technical work, and listen, we'll all work hard, and it'll be enjoyable.
You know, I don't think it's a secret how well respected you are around the football club. You know, you see even Willie tonight walking around, Willie Bacon tonight walking around with your top one from a few seasons ago. So I think everyone will be delighted that you're staying on a wee bit and also developing your career, because I personally think you'll be you are already a very good coach, and that'll progress even further. So
appreciate that. Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, man.
Appreciate it.
Well done.